Hello and welcome to CCTV's technical blog. Today what we're going to be looking at is the Ajax Grade 2 wireless alarm system, which are official distribution partners for. What we have here is just a brief selection of the equipment we're going to be stocking. As you can see, it's in white at the moment, but we also do that in black. What we have here, for example, is a smoke detector. You've also got the hub itself, you've got an alarm relay, you've got the leak protect, you've got an internal siren, a keypad, and then also the external siren. But what we're going to do now is just have a look at a bit more of the equipment you get in a kit, a bit more in depth. So what we have here is the hub itself. Again, this comes in black and white, and it comes in a hub and a hub plus. What we have here is just a standard hub, which is Ethernet and 2G GSM only, whereas the hub plus is Ethernet, Wi-Fi, 2G GSM and 3G GSM. The battery life on this hub is 15 hours, where on the hub plus it's 16 hours. On this hub, you can have up to 100 devices and 50 users, whereas the Hub Plus can have up to 150 devices and 99 users. They're both all set up through the app. Just download the app from the Play Store or the App Store. It's all free. So if we take a quick look at the back of the hub itself, just pop off the back. And then in here, you've got your power, you've got your Ethernet, you've got your SIM card slot, you've got your tamper switch, and then you've got the QR code which you would scan to add it onto the app. And the range on these is 2,000 meters. So now what we're going to do is going to add the Ajax panel to the app. So if we press on add hub, we'll add manually. If we call it hub, if we click on the QR scanner next to registration key, we'll now scan the QR code on the back of the panel itself. So now if we press on add, so that's the panel added to the app itself. What we'll do now is we'll add a room, because this makes it easier when you're adding all your devices later on. So if we call it office and press save on that. Once we've done that, now what we're going to do is just have a brief look at the information the panel gives you in there. So in there itself, you've got your GSM signal strength, your battery charge, your lid, which is open at the moment. The external power is on, the connection is online, the cellular data is not connected because you don't have a SIM card in it at the moment. It's connected to the internet, and then you've got your average noise. If you click on the settings icon, you've got a bit more information there. So obviously that's what we'll look into a bit more in depth later on, in terms of like your geofence, your jeweler, your service, the pro side of the things. But yeah, as again, we'll look into that a bit more in depth later on. What we have here is the motion detector itself. It's available again in black and white. This has got a motion detection distance of up to 12 meters. It is a pet immune detector, so it can stop false triggers of animals up to the weight of 20 kilograms. It has a battery life on this of up to 7 years, and the operating range on this is 1700 meters. So if we quickly flip it over and take the back off, this has got a smart bracket on it with knockouts just in case for corner mounting scenarios, etc. And then on the back of here, you've got your on and off, you've got the tamper switch, and then they've got your QR code which you use to scan it on the app itself. So now what we're going to do is add the detector to the app. So if we click on add device, we give it a name, we'll call it Detector 1. If we click on the QR scanner, and now we scan the QR code on the back of the detector itself. So once we've scanned that, now what we'll do is we click on room, we'll add it to office, press add. So if we now turn the detector on the back of the pan on the unit, we can now go in and look at the settings. So in there, like I said, you've got your temperature, your signal strength, that kind of stuff. And then if you click on the little settings icon at the top, so in there you can see you've got your room that it's in, your sensitivity which is normal. You can have it always active, and you can have obviously a delay when entering, a delay when leaving, and then you can have it alert with siren if motion detected. But obviously we can have a look at that a bit more in depth later on. So what we have here now is the door contact itself, again available in black and white. This got an operating detection distance of 2 centimeters. It's got an operating range of 1200 meters in open space. Again, the battery life on these is up to 7 years. So if we quickly just flip the detector round and then take off the back. So in here again, we've got our tamper switch, we've got our power on and off, and then we've got the QR code which you scan on the app itself. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add the door contact to the app. So if we press on add device, we'll call it door contact, and then if we press the QR scanner, we'll scan the QR code on the back of the device itself. If we give it to our room, which is office, so now if we press on add, we now just turn the detector on. So that's that add-in. So now what we'll do is we'll click on the settings, and again you can see the kind of information it'll give you in there for that specific detector, or just from the app itself. What we do now is if we click on settings, we can just have a little bit of a look in there. So as you can see, you've got your delay when you're entering, your delay when you're leaving, your arm and your night mode, and alert with siren if open detected. But again, we'll look at that a bit more in depth later on. So what we have here is just the fob itself. So on here as normal, you would have your arm, your disarm, you'll have your part set on night set, you've got a panic button there. This has got an operating range of up to 1300 meters, but with this one, to scan it onto the app, you've got to keep the box because the QR code is just on the lid itself. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add the fob to the app. So if we press on add device, we'll call it fob. If we click on the QR scanner box and scan the QR code on the actual box of the item this time, so remember, don't throw that away. So once we scan that, we'll now add it to our room, which was office. Press add. Now we just push the arming button and the panic button at the same time to pair it up this time. So give that a couple of seconds and that should go through. So that's that added. So now we'll have a look at the brief settings of the bit. So in there, again, like I said, you can see it's got your battery charge, your panic button, and then if we click on the settings itself, you can see a bit more information in there. So you've got the room it's added to, you can assign it to a user, you can turn your panic button on or off, and then obviously you can have the option where it will alert with a siren if the panic button is pressed. So this is the internal siren, again available in black and white. This got an adjustable noise volume of up to 81 to 105 dB. The operating range in an open space on this one is 2000 meters, and the battery life on this is up to 5 years. Again, to scan out the app, just take the back off, twist that, that'll come off, and then you've got your power, you've got your QR code to scan out the app, and then you've got your tamper switch there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the siren to the Ajax app. So if we press on add device, we'll give it a name which will be called Siren. We click on the QR scanner and scan the QR code on the back. We'll add it to our room, which is office. Press add. We turn the device on now, so that'll pick it up in a second. There we go. So now what we'll do is we'll click on the device itself. So now in there you can see all the basic settings for that unit itself. So you've got your signal strength, your alarm volume, that kind of stuff. So now if we click on the settings, in there you've got your room that it's assigned to, your volume which you can adjust between loud and quiet, your alarm duration, and then you've got your alarm mode, etc. But we'll look at that a bit more in depth later on. What we have now is the external siren. So again, like the internal siren, it's got an adjustable volume of 85 to 113 dB. The operating range in open space for this one is 1500 meters. The battery life on it is up to 5 years. But if we take the back off this one, again, so if you just pop that off, you've got the option to wire in DC 12 volts, so it then becomes kind of maintenance free almost. You've got your QR code which you scan out the app. It doesn't have a tamper switch on this, but it does have an accelerometer, which if you turn that on in the app, basically if someone tries to tamper with it, then it will start going off as normal, and as you would expect. And finally, it's again available in black and white. So now what we're going to do is add the external siren to the app. So if we press on add device, we'll call it external siren. Press on the QR scanner and we scan the QR code on the back of the unit. We put it in our office room that we've made. We press on add. We now just turn on the actual device itself. So that's that added. So now obviously in here, like I said, you can see your temperature, your signal strength, your connection, etc. The alarm volume is set as loud at the moment. If we quickly click on the settings, so in here you can change your alarm volume, obviously as to what you might need it to be. You've got your alarm duration, which is just in seconds. You've got the alert if moved, so obviously the external siren itself doesn't have a tamper switch, but it does have kind of like a G-Shock sensor. So obviously if someone tries to take it off the wall with that feature enabled, obviously it will just start going off. You've got your arm mode indication, your beep when arm disarming, and your beep on delay, and then you've obviously got your volume tests, your signal strength test, attenuation test, should I say, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much adding all the stuff you would get in a kit onto the app, which obviously again isn't just nice and easy.